reaction video, whatever, talk along to the E3 Ubisoft 2018 press conference. I'm really bad at like introducing.
It's because you're running off of like 5 hours.
I'm running off of like I think less than that of sleep and just lots of coffee. But Ubisoft, don't let us down.
3, 2, 1.
Do not let us down.
Tied. Luckily, this game comes standard with a
you guys
tiebreaker.
talk and make sure your screen doesn't count.
Deep red.
It can sound kind of terrible.
Decide a winner.
That's all it'll be. You know, at Nerds at Large, we shoot for kind of.
We have the pick.
Yes.
And the winner is. All right.
The winner is
Here you go.
Ember.
Golden ticket.
So, boys, you did not really enjoy the Square Enix press conference, I take it.
Yeah, wasn't that great, unfortunately.
But, are you excited for Ubisoft? Come on.
Yeah, decently excited. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
What if it's not here, Jeff?
So they already said it was.
He lied, I'm telling you.
Okay. Is that a bet? You will get 5 points if that happens.
What if it's just a cinematic? You okay with that or
no? I guess it kind of depends. Because I know it's kind of not, not anytime soon. As I said in my bet, no release date.
And so it begins. Hello, boy and girl on the screen.
Thank you for joining us here in the theater and online at home. We cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you it's more interesting than a keychain.
Had to do that too.
Too soon, maybe? Too soon? I don't know, up in the balcony, are you guys ready? Yes!
Down on the main floor, are you guys ready?
Yay!
All right, everybody at home, are you ready?
What if we get the Avengers game here?
Yes, we're just gonna assume that they're ready.
No.
Well, if you're ready
Well,
for
do
the
you mind
biggest
typing in the
gaming,
password?
biggest show in gaming, then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Let's do it.
Alright, Ubisoft. Counting on you.
Alright, starting with the... Oh,
That is just
The weird little
just
animation
a
there.
sizzle. Assassin's Creed.
I saw Rabbids. Mario plus Rabbids. Hopefully. Oh yeah, 400 is gonna be. They said. I forgot about that. We should just see what that's all about.
This is your screen. Gotta watch an ad first. What is this?
Just Dance. They're starting it with a musical number.
Get it out of the way early.
Alana Pierce was talking about how they were going to start with a musical number, and she was correct.
Why is she talking about this when she has to get ready for Smash?
Smash. Just one smash. Just kind of smash.
Oh, I can't believe this how they're starting their stream.
Why not? Start big and get what the people watching this don't care about out of the way.
What I came for.
Yes. Yes, Ubisoft. What if this is like the entire press conference is just this, and like there's like subtle like game announcements, like characters, like Division characters come into this musical number, and then Beyond Good and Evil
Sam
characters
Fisher
come
is
into
just
it.
on top of that.
Then it is still better than
just never
EA's and
ends.
Bethesda's.
Honestly, I would take it.
Usually Just Dance is like live though. I wonder if the audience.
And maybe
is very
this
sad.
maybe this is leading into the conference room.
Actually, maybe.
Well, what hot top 40 song is this that we're hearing?
Da na 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 na. I can't remember the name. I don't know. What is it? Do you know?
No, I was asking you.
I do know the song. I don't know the name of it.
I do not know.
Yeah, and everyone knows I do not know top 40 songs, so.
It is.
Yep, I was calling it.
Was that a bet?
That counts as one of my bets, right? I distinctly remember me betting that a panda would lead a procession
Yeah,
of
that
colorful
was an
dancers
incredible
into the
prediction.
conference.
Incredible.
I'll go back and like dub in me saying.
Spelunky's getting a physical release on PS4.
Oh yeah, there was a little comment before this was actually.
Honestly, this is probably the best use of the Just Dance live performance thing is to lead into the conference.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
Better than that having that lull in the middle.
Yep.
Just kind of start going a little,
It's just
start on a kind of high, get it out of the way, so you don't, stop the
flow.
Yeah, flow in the middle of the conference.
And it's cool. Like it's a cool little thing. Cool little thing for people in there. They get to see some.
And again,
dance
like the sports things with EA, they have to show this.
They have.
But the problem is with EA, that's about all they have.
Honestly, Just Dance feels like a series that EA would belong to EA. It's always I kind of forget that Ubisoft does.
Yeah.
It's what keeps them afloat.
It's honestly, I mean, it sells so
That's
much. That's what I think. Even Just Dance 2018 came out on the Wii.
Yeah.
So
I think that was like
Jared Petty said
Yeah,
one of his
Jared,
bets was that this would be the first Just Dance to not show up on the Wii. I don't know. I think it's still on the Wii. If 2018 was, then what's stopping 2019?
Greg McClure's corridor slam. It's gotta happen, people.
Come on,
Gotta
come on,
happen.
Ubisoft. I want, even though it'll give more points, I wanted that. While we have some time, I'm just gonna make sure I stop.
coming this October.
What? I'm sure, like, we need a cool reaction from me.
This can't be happening.
It'd be really surprising if they just shadow dropped it.
And it's out.
Right now. Okay, they got that.
Hey.
Talk about Just Dance for like 30 minutes. Oh, man. Far Cry DLC. No? Maybe? Division? Bing. Give me that Splinter Cell sound. Give me it.
Oh, you know you're getting that at this conference.
Oh, what is this? Beyond?
I think it's Beyond.
Immediately. Right off.
Give it to me.
Jeff. Got some cool ice planet stuff going on.
I think it's because of the atmosphere.
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sick bay.
Turn it up.
After eating your miraculous space chili.
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
That's what I was saying. This is that was Paige.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the crow's
Nest, I repeat, monkey down.
else space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige. Bet we could use your
Hey,
space chili
Paige.
to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat.
Main engines are cursed. Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Like, get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bay cam. Give me auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring up out now! Brace yourselves!
Mykonos? What?
Wow.
Okay. So why is that crazy though?
That's the main character
From the other one?
from the main game.
When is this supposed to be set?
I thought it was supposed to be a prequel. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I thought they
I'm not finished again. That might be the problem.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our
Show me
progress
gameplay, give me
on
those
our
points.
space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Dakini leading the legendary crew of the Gada on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But Dakini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond System 3, when they come face to face with their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade. And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada. We've got two other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our chief engineer. And all of these legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
Yep, pretty cool.
Today, we are proud to represent our growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen.
Seriously, those animations are like the cutscenes in the game. It looks like a movie.
Yeah, it's so
crazy. Like, I wonder if that's just marketing.
PGE2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century. At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind closed doors demo, offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha.
Next few weeks.
Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
Yes!
Nice.
Good job.
Yo.
How close are you to finishing the first one?
I am over halfway, and
I'm so interested.
it has problems because
Ganesha
it's
is a
a 15-year-old game,
with sacred
but it's
temples,
really good.
beautiful
And
gardens,
with the world and
bustling
everything,
shops.
it just helps me imagine what
But
a
it's also a
new
darker
version of this
underworld,
game could be.
rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game
Wow.
is an action-adventure RPG
Give me full
that you can
screen,
play
baby.
alone or
I know,
with your
this is
friends in co-op. From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales.
What?
And all of this
Seamlessly. What you will be seeing at E3 this year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating. A universe we are also building with our fans. Yeah, let's go.
Please full screen it. Oh.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today, we are issuing an open invitation for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
What? What? That was not, I was just, that caught me off guard. I was not expecting him to say Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Huh.
Hit record.
Thank you.
He's like, what a bunch of nerds.
Yep.
I love this theater. So thanks to you guys. Thanks
Never
to
played a video game in my life.
and thanks to Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other like creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, like when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we'll be creating. So whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live. As of like now, someone's at my office pushing the button, like very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit.
Very interested to see like how deep that goes.
Yeah.
Like, if that's just like, okay, you have a little picture in the world, or if that's like you can actually contribute to the like that. Like, I have a feeling it's going to be the former, not the latter, but still cool, yeah.
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team. And we really can't wait to see what the community creates, so let's do it.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event,
There's the audience,
which will take place in Montpellier this fall.
The same cheer.
Thanks,
That was actually the audience, or if that's just some out backtrack.
Yeah, I think it's something in the background.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil Fest Fall. That doesn't mean anything.
I didn't know they had a festival. They nailed it. Was someone talking to them?
They nailed it!
Did they nail it, Jeff?
I think so. I like some Rainbow Six stuff.
Okay.
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin Kruger, community.
And no mention of our release date at all. I get those points.
And I'm here today to talk about our
Not
community.
surprised.
Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day.
Honestly,
the Siege team back in
I would rather
has
them.
actually been
I would rather
so
them not
inspired
do a release date because I
by
wouldn't
seeing all
believe
the
it.
millions
This
of
game's too
people
far
playing
over.
our game every single day. Over the past 2.5 years, we've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow, and I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players.
Unique? No. There's so many Smurf accounts.
Thank you. I wish I could hug
you are
every
one of
single
35
one of
million,
you,
Will.
but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That
Oh,
would take
dude,
a
you
long
have some
time
pretty
as
big
well.
arms.
As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps. That is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now. And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The 6th major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the 6th Invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of
You still play
the
Rainbow
game, the
Six,
community,
Will?
and the esports,
I do, not as much as I did just even a few months ago,
moment to reflect
because I
on
was
some of our most
so into God of War.
influential players.
That is, yeah.
Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
Esport documentary?
Interesting. But yeah, if we're going into this type of stuff, this might be a long
to ever happen to me.
Yeah.
Only because
Skate 4.
Skate 4. Confirmed.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for what? Since year 1, season 1, right? And I failed, and then finally we started succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back.
Eu recebi sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
It is crazy how this game went from like a disaster at first. A lot of people didn't like it to
so moderate.
And then suddenly
they just supported it so well. Alright. Whatever.
Are you interested in watching the documentary, Will?
Maybe one day.
Some night on Netflix.
Will this be?
Andrew WK.
Dang it.
Close enough.
Sure. Budget Edge of the Week.
I just get excited when I see neon green of any sort.
And some heavy guitar coming in. What if Age of WK performed at every single conference?
Best seats ever, maybe?
Just
Trials, I forget they have them.
Some wacky motorcycles or bikes or whatever. Everything they have.
Wait, a big boy slipped.
A big boy. You cannot deny that one.
Yeah.
There is no denying that one. I don't care what Kyle says.
Yep.
No.
I gotta watch that reaction.
Oh yeah.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again.
Hilarious.
Hello. I'm Untitled Chapter, creative director
Hello,
of Trials
Untitled
and
Chapter.
also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back and it's bigger than ever.
I just played Trials the other day.
Trials is fun.
So it was free.
I haven't played it in years, but
Trials Rising.
Revengeance. Oh, look at all them bikes.
Yeah, Ubisoft is always weird because they just have so many.
You forget how many things
they have a ton of casual stuff.
Yeah. I think that's why they're able to be so big as they are. And that's how they fund the games that we like, is because they have so many games that like have mainstream appeal.
Yeah.
Which it's cool that they don't just focus on those mainstream appeal games. They kind of use those to, help them make the other ones.
And that's not to say the mainstream games are bad. Like, this is a fun game.
No, yeah, Trials is fun. It's just, that's what I mean. Ubisoft is like just. I think Ubisoft gets too much hate. They're like quietly one of my favorite developers because they're very consistent and very, And it's why with Ubisoft, even though they're a single studio, like I feel like they have more things to offer in a conference and stuff.
Yeah, a variety of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's not going to be for you, but some of it will because they have so much.
Sorry about that.
Hey, I already got my thing, so.
Yeah, that's it. You got it right off the bat. The rest of this is kind of boring for you, probably.
Mario plus Rabbids, man.
Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone, and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players
And our community has always been pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever.
Thing.
To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fatsania.
Just go into every betting thing in that with aviators on.
Yeah. And I have to slip every time.
Yep. Big boy slip Darby happened.
That is so hilarious. By the way, the context is Easy Allies. They have a betting special thing or whatever, and they just, it was so random. They said, "Will a big boy slip?"
And hello, everyone.
Like, it's a random question, and then like it happened. That's so obviously. It's almost like they were doing it for Easy Allies.
I hope they were.
Because it's challenging.
I've tried watching their betting special before, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I turned it off.
With the harder levels,
There's lore.
I feel like you kind of have to get into Easy Allies. There's definitely, it's more of a niche thing.
YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing.
I used to watch them a lot.
I've never watched
Not
them.
for any particular reason.
Make some big noise right
I
now.
I only have so much time to watch things.
I like Elise Willems.
Yeah, I like all of them, and I still occasionally
5 years
watch
ago,
them.
I was a star player just like them. But when Red Links began work on Trials Rising,
but they also don't do much like video game, like they're mostly like comedy.
Yeah,
they're just entertainers.
It has been an amazing experience for
They
me.
do every now and then.
But I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years.
Trials, you're running a little long.
Yeah, we're getting some
breathing
time.
We're 25 minutes into this conference.
I mean, I understand. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say any of this has been bad though. I mean,
No.
like, people care about Trials. I don't, but that doesn't.
Right, and here's also the thing: they're making this stuff so far more entertaining with stuff we don't care about compared to the other ones.
Okay. But I'm also okay to talk over it a little bit.
Let's go! Hey! We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Uh-huh.
That one guy does.
When did
Trials Rising
in
will
Trials
release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Trials at
PC,
least
and the
used to
first
be an
time ever
Xbox.
also
Another
supported-
February game.
Trials HD is on PS4.
Yeah, I think it at least used to be. I guess it's not anymore. If he just said PS4 for that.
Well, I saw Trials on Switch would be fun.
Yeah.
Did it say Switch?
Yep.
If you are E3,
On
come to our
everything.
booth and we'll show what Trials is
It's
about.
next February
Crashing
is
with
just
style and getting up the game.
like absolutely ludicrous.
I'm just happy at least I'm forgetting something.
Why is February the new November?
Everyone's trying to get rid of Red Dead, but in turn, they're all competing against each other.
Next February is looking worse than this September that we thought was so bad.
Yeah. Luckily for me, unless you count Kingdom Hearts, this is the very end of January. There's like none of those February games I really care about.
Yeah. But yeah, the difference. I mean, a lot of those I feel like have some crossover. I mean, Trials not really,
yeah.
but like Days Gone, Metro, Anthem, those are.
I mean, here's the thing: Trials is those kind of games that those people might be into though.
Yeah.
But wouldn't buy because of it.
I imagine Trials is not like $60.
No. Honestly, if I have nothing going on, it's like 20 or 30 bucks. I hear good things. Why the hell not?
I mean, it seems like a very good Switch game.
Yeah.
If I couldn't get it on the Switch, I probably never buy it.
Yeah.
And I probably still would buy it. But
Yeah. The power of the Switch makes you at least think about it.
Yeah, because it's just, you know, you think, oh, I have 10 minutes. I'll go try some Trials levels. Watch these people, you know, die in regular.
Oh my.
The same weird satisfaction you got playing skate and like jumping off of a building and watching them bullets break and stuff. It's a sick satisfaction you get.
Alright, Trials.
Alright.
Something else.
Does it continually
Is that a Division logo?
Yeah, it was. Give me that car door shut.
This guy's
My
wearing an
name
interesting
is Julian Garrett.
thing here.
But I remember
I'm
you
the
said during the
creative
reveal.
director
His undershirt
on
is like
Transference
way bigger than his
for
other
Division
his
2.
jacket.
On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City.
Sad.
The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart.
Fallout 76.
Washington
We're excited to announce
this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed.
What are the chances that Donald Trump's in this game? It's set in Washington, D.C. What are the chances that you kill Donald Trump in this game or something? Or
Shoot Donald Trump? I feel like they would not allow that to happen.
I don't know, but how gutsy they want to go with this.
Is this a cinematic trailer? I'm good with cinematics.
This is another February game, right? The release date for it has been announced, right?
No, it's March, I think, 15.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah. Can't remember. So many games and release dates. And she runs and shut the car door.
Yeah,
And she's
that would be
running by it
amazing.
too.
Just slightly off camera.
Yep. Thank you for some war token.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. There's a car.
Go shut it,
Door's
girl.
already
Just
shut.
always looking out for cars.
He yells, Abigail, go shut that car door. She's
Go
like, you can't tell me what to do, Dad.
Go take cover behind that car and close it.
Oh, that's cool.
Here's a message.
Horse.
Horse.
This is The Walking Dead, the game.
Maybe.
Horse look pretty malnourished.
Ew.
Well, that's just rude.
He's definitely wearing a MAGA hat.
Baby, it's okay. It's okay.
I like this one-shot trailer.
This is really cool for a cinematic trailer. Do that God of War one take.
Keep moving. I didn't do anything.
Some of you may believe the rules are unfair. That's too bad.
Quiet, you. I said no more talking.
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Shut up!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences.
Let's go. Come on.
Examples will be made.
On your knees. Keep still.
Brutal.
What a dark trailer.
This is one of the best trailers I think we've seen.
Man, that paper airplane flew.
For quite a while, yeah.
But it didn't shut a door.
Sam Fisher in The Division.
Help.
Oh, wow. This trailer makes me sad.
Ow. Oh, there was a cut. Never mind.
There was one single cut.
0 out of 10 trailer. Too many cuts.
Oh, they're at the Arlington.
Yeah.
That was a good trailer.
Yeah, I wouldn't care about this game, and that was a very good trailer. I love that one shot.
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In The Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization.
Was this the thing in
It starts with the choice
No,
of a
there was a lot of
signature weapon,
people complaining about
powerful
in-game stuff. In the
and
first one.
unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power,
That's
but
cool
also
for people that like
unlock
this game.
additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills.
It seems like they're saying a lot of the right things.
Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge.
It's like a raid, I guess.
Yeah.
Raids are coming to the Division.
Wow, they're calling it. They're just like, yep, it's a raid.
Yep, sure, you know what it is. We're not going to give you some BS other name for it. Freakers. They're not zombies, they're freakers.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot from working on the first game. And with the Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our
Where's my bingo card?
This is not your grandma's
We
content.
will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part,
here's all your in-game
all
stuff.
of these episodes will be completely free
Mm.
for everyone.
Oh,
But yeah, that's worth.
they're certainly saying some good things.
Yeah.
Look at all these buzzwords.
Seems
Like
they're
free.
Addressing a lot of things people didn't like. We'll see how it actually goes because every one of these games has a good road
Where's my
plan.
Division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done.
Right now.
Division 2 is available
Right now.
God, imagine
Until
if they were
then,
doing those outdoor demo
remember,
things in South Carolina.
This
Everyone would
is
just be
history's
sweating and dying.
defining moment.
Yeah.
Hope for the future
It's hot.
lies in you,
It's really hot.
agents of the Division. Thank you.
Cool. I mean, still probably not getting Division, but that was cool.
Or America.
Was it more Division?
Yeah, they swing.
Jeez Christ.
This has been a long reveal. Not even a reveal.
Yeah. Just assume they're done. He was leaning against the car door, and the car door was slightly open.
We just see him lean more and shut it.
Yeah, like the dead body just falls into
Just
the...
Dance was announced for Wii.
Yes, it was right.
We will never truly die. No matter how much you want it to.
Shut that car door.
People are still fine. We have 2 big points still?
I give Ian 2 points.
He did say yes to that, right?
I believe he did.
I really hope he did.
Definitely did because he was trying to say something about the turkey and unravel. That's what there's he.
No way Kyle can argue with him.
I'm gonna have to watch that or just go there just for that reaction.
They're the only ones, they just lose it when that happens.
March 5th.
Disappointed, guys. I don't know if there's
Come
a
on,
car
February is
door.
when the party's happening. February 22nd is the hot date.
Is there a car door closing feature in this game?
Rabbids.
I need to know.
Okay, give me Mario plus Rabbids. That's.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping.
Yep, it is.
That DK action, Jeff.
Shadow drop it, you cowards.
That's a drum set. That's a drum set.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Bring out the bongos. Bring out the bongos. I'm sure that sounded terrible.
Why would you do that, Darby?
Because I'm not smart, dude.
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game.
Yes. They are pushing that hard.
So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you.
More live music.
That Donkey Kong has
we
good
also
music.
started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today,
So was this like common knowledge that they
we
were doing
wanted
something
to
DK?
celebrate
they announced that
the upcoming release
earlier in the
of
year.
the Donkey Kong adventure. And what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hits. So
Yes.
please enjoy. Thank you.
Will they show gameplay over this music?
Hopefully, learn
Yep.
Good.
Yes. There's our boy. Rabbit Cranky Kong, let's go.
Look at all these breadcrumbs.
So I assume it's just a DLC.
Yep, but from what it sounds like, when people play, it's pretty big, pretty meaty.
Does the DLC come with this band? Play every time you play beside you every time you play.
If not, it's a ripoff.
So what does Ubisoft do with
Explain yourself. I can see that. Unless they have something else, something bigger, but Splinter Cell coming back is a pretty big deal. And, you know, one more thing. You know, I do that noise.
Let's go, give me that release date.
Okay, and gameplay, maybe, or at least cinematic representation of gameplay.
Honestly, none of these animations are stuff that not happening, you know, doesn't happen in game. I mean, all this stuff looks like it's stuff in game, it's just moving the camera around.
Another big one.
He
slipped. You have to play the game to find out.
June 26th, yes!
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
That's like literally a few weeks.
I got that in what's the Life is Strange thing? Captain Spirit. Captain Spirit, yeah.
The amazing and super fantastic experiences of Captain America.
that Nina Strauss from Alice Cooper's band?
You know more than me.
I think that was.
That was cool. I like the band. See, Rage 2 should have been over Andrew WK, and you could have killed two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Shorten the conference a little bit.
And only 2 weeks? Yes.
I know, yeah, that's awesome that it's coming so soon.
And I have enough time to finish that before Octopath.
Yeah, what are we doing?
A day earlier for season pass owners. Did you see that?
Are you a season pass owner?
I am not.
Skull and
I might be though. I was kind of waiting to see more about that before I did it.
So are they going to get off the boat?
I sure hope so.
Okay, that's what everyone's big. Okay. This is...
Okay, so the ship is docked. That's a good sign.
Yeah, my attention.
The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve.
Give me that pirate shirt.
It was dog eat dog.
I still don't think that's what it is. Or Pirates Creed.
We became kings,
Still 5-5.
queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds.
So more piracy.
Down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies.
It just better not only be
Didn't trust
cinematic,
anybody.
because everyone's biggest
The
worry is
philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain.
I find it hard to believe people are going to spend $60 on a ship battle.
Yeah. Like, you can have an awesome ship battle mechanic, but I want more.
We thought we were.
It pushes to next year, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, I want, and like, I love the like setting and like the idea of having a pirate game, but I want it to be an RPG.
In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves.
It's like so close to being
but I'm also worried it's going to be a For Honor type of thing where it's just kind of like generic pirate story with generic characters that don't really matter.
Because it is multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Centric, so.
Of Skull and Bones, there are soulless empires. There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas.
Pirates don't wear scarves.
But there are no heroes.
Sorry, bro.
Hello, my name is Justin
Jack
Farron,
Sparrow
Creative
wears a
Director
scarf.
at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018.
Playable?
Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The Empire is crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score? The Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you?
Kaz are right.
You're gonna steal
if I was
every
Rockstar, I would just
last
delay
fucking
RDR2
coin.
to 22nd of February just to see all the other publishers panic.
You need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India.
That'd be
That
funny.
treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down. Second, you must know your hunting ground. Our reactive and evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljeed, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljeed reveals favorable winds. That means
not
more
looking good
merchants
for us,
to
Darby.
rob, but also
Yeah,
more competition.
I
And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones, a shared world where every player encounter matters. Will you fight, or will you ally? This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right, pirates, let's head to the hideout. and have a great E3.
I think mechanically this game is probably going to be really good, and it's going to have a following like For Honor.
Your hunt for the convoy starts here.
It's going to be very
in your
niche.
hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands. This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch.
This is gameplay.
Next, choose the right crew and gear for the mission ahead.
Might just be a little hub world.
Deadly cannons are slow loading, but deadly at short range.
I mean,
rockets are blazing fast.
You guys
Deal
know they
powerful
could potentially
damage
show
from
later
every
depending when
angle.
it's coming out.
But
With everything loaded,
but
yeah, little Darby spent
the winds are
hours,
strong and the day is clear.
hours playing the Slime
More
Three
merchants
Pirates game.
but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score.
So, you know,
according
I've
to your
kind of
intel, the
been-
convoy
I've
is sailing
kind
past
of
a
prepared for this.
Portuguese
You're right.
fort, taking
I think
advantage
I
of the
can
strong
hit the pro
winds.
circuit.
You're right.
That fort is too strong to simply sail past.
You know, a
Its
mini
cannons
game
can
in a
blast you out of
PS2
the water.
platform,
You need to find
Oh wait,
a way
that
to
adds
sneak by
time or whatever
before
for
the
the
convoy
thing.
slips away.
Exciting, Captain!
For the one of the bets, Darby. They Don's bet.
Oh,
Deception is another tool in the pirate's arsenal.
I didn't look how about Laura.
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant, you try to creep past the fort.
But you get to go into the fort.
I'm so conflicted because this is cool, but I just don't want this to be it.
Yeah.
But this is super cool.
Yeah.
I just would not.
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack.
Like, how can you have those
But
islands
like
not
having,
go
but
on
if
there?
it's like a cool tactical battle, it's like me versus you, and the positioning of it.
Plus the
and,
optimal
like,
course for an intercept. Rigging your sails for speed. You want to catch
very
your victim
forearm.
off guard.
Yeah. Wonder when we're gonna be seeing that. Yeah, they said it's gonna be here.
Fire as she bangs!
It's just one of the most frustrating games for me to watch. It's so close to home.
They're like, I'm not completely. It's not what I want.
Guys, the game for you is Sea of Thieves.
I mean, yes, you see if you just need some more content, but honestly, yes. If I had a group of people, even now, if I had a group of people who wanted to play Sea of Thieves, I'd probably do it.
Captain, we've got what we need! Let's get out of here!
You'd be able to play it on our PCs and on Xbox.
Sail! Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Then water
Your
physics.
attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship.
A powerful Portuguese warship.
At the helm is a Commodore.
About an hour into this.
Again, this is definitely
worse.
this is definitely a
You could
lot
lose
of
your
like
loot.
just For Honor was kind of like let's do medieval fighting or whatever, but it's just kind of generic
You need
knights
it
and
fast.
everything, and this is the same concept, but let's do pirates.
That one's with us!
So I don't
Other
really think the
captains
story
have
is going to be
answered your
anything
4 against 1 should even
like
the odds.
very.
I mean, there's probably a reason they haven't really shown much about the story. Other than kind of
Your side
generic
forms a
like
tight
fake
squadron
trailers.
using a
The
coordinated
gameplay
battle
is
plan.
which I was fine
The
with
enemy
that for
strikes
For
first.
Honor, but For Honor seemed a little more
The
interactive.
first ship goes down.
Like, you know what I mean?
Breaking your
Like, it's hard to
formation.
explain. Like, For Honor, you're like fighting and everything. Like, and this might be the same. I mean, this is why like I enjoyed For Honor a lot, just as a fun game to play, like a few rounds of. And this might be the same thing. But for full disclosure, Ubisoft also gave me a free copy of that version. of For Honor. So I did not.
I
pay,
forgot
I
you
did
did.
not. Yeah, I did not pay for For Honor. So.
The Commodore turns his cannons on you. You brace for
Good
fire.
to note. I did not.
I can't believe we actually got to do that.
And then it just stopped.
Your allies maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire.
It was like soon after
Unleashes
that
its
we stopped
special
doing a lot of
ability,
like games
siege
over
mode.
another thing. I should have like.
It can fire its cannons without limits. Shipyard slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit.
Okay, we got it. You got it. Good
Fortune can't hold out much longer. It's up to you.
I didn't have a switch at the time, but I would have done
Ram 'em.
Ram 'em.
That was a long.
The battle
It just keeps on going.
But the glitter of gold can turn new allies
Hour and
into
7
deadly
games.
enemies.
It's gonna be a
For
long.
there is no honor among
We still got
thieves.
Assassin's Creed, For Honor. Oh yeah, definitely.
I would have expected a Assassin's Creed like gameplay demo.
2018, nothing there, but
I mean, I wouldn't say it exactly feels. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think this conference is that bad.
No.
No, I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't feel like an hour completely.
This is definitely better than Bethesda's, I think.
it's the best third-party one so far.
Yeah, not to say that's tough, but
And Skull and Bones is still very.
To the digital space.
Oh yeah, this thing.
This freaking weird game.
Oh wait.
Is it supposed to be VR?
Isn't this a horror game? Frodo.
The bitch.
Hello everyone, my name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of Spectre Vision.
They know who you
Though
are.
we're known for our film content, we're also gamers. And the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
Yeah, it's a VR
And my
game.
name is Benoit Shea, game director on Transference.
Whatever was on it.
Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness, exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? In Transference, with Transference, we're bringing
It's too deep for me.
No. With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
What happened? Is teleprompter?
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together their mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
That is for PSVR.
What's going on? Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't. Please. This is wise.
I feel like I need to have
Are you comfortable? I know this rig's a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh?
It's always a good sign.
And all you have to do is just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father, huh? I'm unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
This might be too spoopy for me.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh?
I'm in.
But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work, reverse the process. All of our sacrifices. That's my gift to you. Us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
Whoa, soon.
Fall 2018. Very interesting. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It's in VR.
Have to get it in VR, 100%.
Yeah, but I need to know if it's PSVR.
Yeah.
I have waited so long
This is their toy game.
for this.
It was like Starlink. I think they removed the toy part of it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, it is.
Sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find
That
help
hair.
from every planet in Atlas.
I don't think there's enough
The
gore in
more of
this.
us there are, the stronger
Correct,
each
yeah.
of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Oh, no, they're still toys. They showed the whole toys and the controller
Drax
thing.
isn't going to stop until we end this.
See?
Oh wow.
Can't remember the one I heard that from then.
They went out there. We forgot to take it out of the trailer. Sorry.
Yeah. My interest went from about a 3 to a 0 because it has toys.
Alright, just was already pretty much 0, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
October 16th.
Thank you.
I'd almost rather I had the toy
Hello
things
everyone,
and then just
I'm
kids can
Norman
buy it
Review,
and have fun.
creative director
Interesting way, because I'm not
Starlink
gonna get it.
Battle
I mean,
Atlas.
even without the toys, wouldn't be
Last
something
year,
you'd get
we
anyway.
revealed
No,
our
yeah, that's
lunar
why.
starship
I think the kids, the
location to
toy
world
part is interesting.
and showed
at
you
least
how
some,
players could
I mean,
the kids would
this is
like
mainly
it.
for kids.
to
So.
I feel like it's just
any
so
challenge.
they're late on
This year,
the toy
we're
thing.
excited
Yeah.
to show you what the depth of the open
But you
world
know
that
there's
we've
some
built
kid out there
and
that
put the game
absolutely love the
directly
Toys to Life
into your
thing. Now
hands.
it's dying and their dreams are
We're
dying
going
with
to
it.
take
So
you on a journey.
very excited.
Yep. And that
400
kid's name,
light years away
Braden
from
Jones.
Earth, Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local
Who does he
factions,
look like?
and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots,
I feel like he
starships,
vaguely looks
and
like
gear, and
Ben
unleash
Stiller.
devastating
Kind of.
combos to save
Ben
Atlas
Stiller?
from the
But not
relentless
really.
Photon
But
Legion.
kind of.
The mission will not be
Like
easy.
3 generations
Atlas
down
is
from
a
Ben
dangerous
Stiller. Like, he's Ben Stiller's
Our
great
heroes
great
will
grandson
need
or something.
all the help they can get.
If you say so, Darby. Ugh.
More Starlink.
Ugh.
Well, you know. Well, you know, Assassin's Creed is coming.
Yeah.
That's
Could use
when
a
you
little
know.
help here.
I just, I mean, again, this is still the best
Can you hear me?
third-party conference, but they're spending a
We're
lot
also
of time
sitting in
on single
uncomfortable
games.
chairs waiting for
Yeah.
this to be done. I'm giving a lot of excuses that we didn't give from the other ones, but
They're spending a lot of time on individual games. So if you don't like that game, then you're like, yeah. Star Fox.
Star Fox. I was about to say that's the Star Fox logo.
Rock and roll, boys.
Starlink, Star Fox.
What? What? I was about to say, did they just like completely rip off the logo? But no, it's.
Are y'all getting this game now, Starlink fans?
No, I'm just very interested. So the Ubisoft Nintendo thing, this is another partnership.
I'm okay with them working together.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just saying we thought there might be another.
I mean, that's cool, I guess.
I mean, yeah, they're cool for. I mean, I'm not gonna get it. They're cool for other people.
Hello.
That Grand Prix happening tomorrow.
Hello.
Dude, it's not happening.
What is leading to another, like, Nintendo related thing?
Good.
It is an honor to welcome Star Fox in Starlink. Battle
Yeah,
for
that's-
Atlas.
He's Gilmore.
I like
Isn't
him.
it, Laurent?
Yeah.
Andy's
It's
boyfriend.
amazing.
Yeah.
Ever since I
Andy's
started
boyfriend.
working on
Andy
Starlink,
Cortez.
I wanted to invite
been an
Fox
ongoing
and his
bit.
crew into the game. And
Well, that's one
Star
way to help
Fox
sell this
on
game.
Super Nintendo was the
Yep.
first 3D game
'Cause-
I've ever played, and I'll never forget
No,
that.
that's smart.
No,
This is very
no, I'll say this is probably better than Star Fox
Dream
Zero.
come true.
Probably.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo. We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch.
I would like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Miyamoto.
The man in the myth, the legend.
Did you hear Tim Getty saying about how he met it?
Yes, touched him.
I'd love it. This was a lead into another Ubisoft, like game
Miyamoto's
collaboration.
here.
Yeah.
It seems like every year there's like doing more and more stuff together, which I'm down.
I like when Miyamoto is just like the Stanley of video games. Like he doesn't do anything anymore, but he's so popular.
You were coming today, so I came with a
He
gift.
looks so happy all the time.
It's the first prototype of the vessel that we
Nice,
saw.
that's cool. I
Do
bet
you
there'll be
like
amiibo stuff with it too, probably.
He's like, hand this to my secretary, please. What
Super.
do I do with this?
So thank you very much. So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
I didn't sign up for this.
Wait, what? This wasn't part of the So every Ubisoft conference has to have a slightly awkward but also endearing interaction between Yusuke and Miyamoto.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Eve. For
Eve,
everyone at
says
E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth where we'll have a
Now
full
they have.
hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else,
You got people's
Starlink
attention.
will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
That's why they have to sell that Switch version.
Oh.
Thank you.
That definitely just sold more copies right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Like you
Check
said, it'll
out
probably be a better Star Fox game
StarlinkGame.com
than
to pre-order the game
Zero.
right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
But again, that Grand Prix is happening tomorrow. Especially now,
Let's
now
go.
that we saw Fox in a thing here.
For honor.
For honor. That's something that leads to another.
I honestly
Alright,
don't.
so let's just like, all I'm asking for them to do is give me a reason to re-download that 50 gig download to play more For Honor. I doubt they can do it, but let's see if they can.
I really thought For Honor would be dead by now. So
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised to hear they're doing this.
I think a surprising amount of people still play it.
They must be if they're doing this.
Streamers,
It's been out for about a year and a half.
cosplayers, artists, tournament organizers, and all of our players, you are For Honor.
So do they keep on adding like different warriors or something? Do you
I
know?
haven't been keeping up with it, honestly.
I know they
I'm
did,
Roman
but
Campos
I
Oyola,
couldn't tell you last
creative
time they did.
director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers,
I played a little bit. I
release
mean,
of
it was
heroes,
cool. I
It
wouldn't
was
buy
fun.
it.
It was
constant
fun.
balancing
It was
and
fun.
new training tools, we would not be here
I could see
without
if you were good
your
at
passion
it, it could be.
and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you.
Do you remember what you gave it?
I think an A. We did the. I mean, I was pretty high on it. Like, it
Actions speak louder
like,
than words, right?
mechanically, there was really like
In
nothing to
celebration
complain
of
about.
E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free.
Wait, like the game?
I don't know what the starter edition
So
means.
come, join the fight with us.
Maybe.
That's,
no reason not to get that.
that's not all.
Yeah. They say only PC, I guess.
Because building on
You play, I
everything
think,
that
it's
we
just
learned,
on you
we are now ready.
Is it?
To expand our
This
world.
was
I thought you played was on yours.
I thought you said PC. I mean, just
Fire is burning, casting a shadow.
Ubi always has really great cinematic trailers.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking this whole time. They haven't had a bad trailer yet, honestly.
Like even games, this like the actual game is a lot more underwhelming, but like they go all out on these things. But I mean, honestly, the cutscenes in For Honor were very well done.
I mean, I think every Assassin's Creed trailer is like phenomenal.
Yeah,
they're just always so exciting.
I mean, the For Honor story wasn't that great, but the animation was
Greg just posted Tim Geddes is dead.
After what?
The Star Fox thing.
I doubt it's going to be that much of anything, though. I mean,
it's more he's playable. I mean, that's neat.
Yeah, it was very smart on their part.
No, I just glad that it looks like it's leading into Ubisoft and continuing to have a relationship.
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update will not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode, Breach.
You know, baby.
I want to do it.
Kojima landed in LA just now.
He's kind of close in this.
Yeah.
It's Kojima. Sony will delay it for him. Or they'll move everything around.
We're skipping E3 this year. Kojima equipment.
Bethesda. We got Shinji Mikami to make us a horror game. Ubisoft. Hold my Hobbit.
Oh, I did check. That is for every console and is on PSVR.
Sweet.
So I am very interested.
Sweet. It must be a lot of time every game.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Of course, we're not going to be interested in everything, but I feel like showing off these things hasn't been as dragged on or as boring as it has been for some of the other conferences so far.
No, like, I can't say too many negative things. I'm not interested in a lot of it. I know other people are, and part of it I'm just exhausted. Period.
You know another Jonathan Bunga?
Yeah. It's cool they're doing like the Chinese like history stuff. Like, clearly I don't know much about it because I just said Chinese history stuff.
You know, the Chinese history stuff.
Yeah. Is this Dank Soul? This was just a cool idea to have like a very tactical, like multiplayer sword fighting game when it's normally all just shooters.
Starlink and that come out the same day.
Racing game? What racing game did it? Oh, Crew.
Crew
2's already out, right? Or no?
I don't think so.
Hi everyone,
I
I'm
could not tell you.
Some
more
brand
things
director
that I
of
don't
the
care about
Crew
that I know other people do.
In just a few days, freedom will
That's
be yours.
the Ubisoft conference.
Freedom
Their
to get your
library of
hands
games
on
is
the
just so
car, bike,
diverse.
boat, or plane, and unleash your passion for motorsports all across the United States. The Crew 2 releases on June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available on
Now.
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st. But there's more. You can preload the open beta right now, so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts.
I wanted
From
more.
all of us at Ivory
Will, you
Tower,
didn't think there was more, but there's
welcome
more.
to the Crew 2.
But is there more?
Is there more now?
No,
Yes.
not anymore. You
It looks like it. There's more.
missed it.
Rendered in engine and more.
They're we're excited to announce we're adding curling to Crew 2.
We're excited to announce we're adding F-Zero to Crew 2.
I forgot.
Star Fox comes out.
I forgot that this is the game where you can just like drive anything.
Oh yeah, you can play every extreme sport driving thing. Every extreme sport with a motor you can add. And I think you can just like switch between them at will or something.
What a ridiculous concept. But
Like, is the Crew big? Like, do a lot of people buy this the Crew? I know like very little about it.
Sure does okay.
I'm not a racing guy.
And all these car games, vehicle games run together for me.
There's no drive clubs.
Yeah.
What I understand.
What was the like really technical racing thing that Alex played? It was pretty good. Like, it was just very technical. It was like
Or
way
Project
over my
Cars,
head.
maybe?
Project Cars, that's what it was. That one's just like a super technical like racing sim. Like you have to know cars to be able to like really do it. So I was just hitting the wall. I'll just stick to Mario Kart. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be good to do that. In fact, if you are good at racing games, you're probably going to do bad because you're everything. You get hit with pollution.
Alright, Assassin's Creed, I'm in.
Okay, here we go, Will.
Still haven't played Origins, but okay.
How can a child save us all
You have time.
if he's sentenced to die? Tell me, Nikolaos. Tell me before you let our son go.
I can't remember. Did they have a release date for this already?
They haven't even revealed it yet.
Yeah,
Oh
did.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they announced it. Yeah. Okay, that's
Did
right.
they?
Define
Yes. They
After
did.
it
After
leaked.
the leak.
who we will become.
They just said see you at E3, basically.
Yeah.
Before you,
Cool.
I see a path.
And the rumor is this might be in 2019. We're getting another February date.
February 22nd.
Oh, really? I just assumed.
Built by friendship
That was just a rumor.
and family.
I can't remember where it came from.
I'm
So
still
Love
saying 2018.
and loss. War and bloodshed.
Greece is instantly like
To protect this world.
like one of the most interesting settings, I think. I'm not surprised they haven't done it yet, but I'm kind of glad they waited until now when they can have amazing graphics.
As you write your Odyssey across the mountains and the
I
seas,
feel like Assassin's Creed has slowly
Remember,
become less
the fate
Assassin's
of
Creed
Greece
over the years,
journeys
but they
with
still
you.
look cool like cool games, you know?
More of just history, so I think that's better.
Like there's not a huge emphasis on stealth.
Cool. I just worry because like they made such a big deal with Origins that we're breaking our yearly churning these things out, and then
Yeah.
immediately the next year, like.
But here's the thing,
But it's hard to tell investors, oh no, we're gonna make less money, like, and this is a good thing. It's like. It's
well,
hard
and
to-
from what I've seen from
Thank you.
fans'
Thank you.
perspective, they're all
I'm
in.
Jonathan Dumont, creative director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore, on land and sea, one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history. Ancient
Unlike Skull and Bones,
the
land
golden
and
age
sea.
of Athens saw the rise of democracy,
I wonder what
modern medicine,
age this
revolutionary
was
art,
here.
and Western philosophy.
2018.
But it was also a time of war.
BC.
a devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens. The Peloponnesian War divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins.
See the pores.
You,
They did it just for that close up.
an outcast, to take on
That
an
is
incredible
weird.
quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy,
3 years,
passion, and dedication into
Yeah.
this project.
And they have
We have
a lot of
continued to
different
transform
studios.
Assassin's
I mean,
Creed
it's like a
into
Call of
an
Duty
epic
deal.
RPG.
Just different teams rotating.
Yeah, I thought they.
An RPG in which you will
Followed
not
me
just
by the
play
same origin
an
story.
Odyssey,
That'd be
but
crazy.
your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices.
Well, I
And
mean,
the first choice
people
you'll make
from literally
at the
all
start of the
across
game
the world work
is to
together in
choose your
Assassin's Creed
character.
games, which I don't understand how that even works. But
Hey.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
That's huge.
that's good. That's cool.
Alexios
They kind of went that direction in
or
Syndicate.
Cassandra.
But no one cares about that.
Dude, I love Syndicate. That game's so good.
It's still London.
Yeah.
And you play that character for the entire game. You share the bloodline of a legendary Spartan hero and bear his
I mean, that's
mysterious
cool
weapon.
if the narrative is still equal and not like.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're like. Well, no.
Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed.
The broken spear of Leonidas gives you access to powerful ranged, combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies.
Obligatory. This is. Why it wasn't Assassin's Creed 300.
I mean, this is 300 game.
And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly
Trees,
interact with
dialogue
history
trees.
like never before.
Detroit pulls out.
Perhaps when I was thinner,
definitely
both in
dialogue
weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about
straight.
him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
Okay.
So that's never been a thing.
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh,
Assassin's
really?
Creed is
You
slowly
let that
becoming more
lunatic
like
run
literature.
loose. Are you sure that
No,
was
I mean,
wise?
well, honestly, I'm not the one
sure
that plays
approaching
them,
you
so
was
it's,
wise.
it doesn't really matter.
Our
what I
choices
want,
are
but-
like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant
mixes
at the
it up.
beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
We're almost
Over
at
the
an hour and
next
a half.
few days,
So.
you can
And
experience
sleepy.
this for yourself here at E3
Yeah, get ready
in our
for
private
Sunday.
I
demo.
sleep now, Jeff.
And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you. Have a great E3.
I was told Jeff, it kind of sucks. They kind of, by their setting, have more of a right to the Odyssey name than Super Mario Odyssey. The Super Mario Odyssey came first, and now it just is.
They should go 431 BC. I don't know when Odyssey or when Origins took place.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Like it's weird thinking how the franchise started.
The shark.
It's weird how the franchise started in like Jerusalem during the Crusades.
Torch them that water business.
Yeah, so this takes place before Origins.
Doesn't that like but the other one's called Origins.
Yeah, I know.
I was not first in the timeline, Ubisoft.
These names
You're lying to me.
Well, then people were like, there was some people saying like, oh, this game can't have such and such because they died in the origin or whatever. But I guess that doesn't matter now.
Slain by the legendary Heracles.
Read me the note again.
But it's like
Eagle-bearing mistress. That's you. We are a small but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Misthios.
How long do we
our
have
people
before
are dying. Signed,
there wouldn't
Kira.
be a female whatever fighter in this game is BS.
That already happened the moment they showed that screen.
Girls weren't allowed in
Word
Greece.
has already spread of you sinking those ships. There's a price on your head.
Whew, that didn't take long.
There's also
Yeah, I
word
totally
of
had a crush
Spartans
on the
landing
girl
on
in
Mykonos.
Assassin's Creed
So,
Syndicate though.
I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
That one seems like I'm not
Who's at war with
interested in
Sparta?
Assassin's
And
Creed.
don't
I've
forget
just
the
never really
bounty.
been
That kind of
Business
surprises
as
me.
usual then.
I've tried them, but like it's almost too.
Thanks,
I mean, it's weird
Varnavas.
for me to say this when I like
they'll be too busy
Naughty Dog
protecting
games, but
Diocles
it's like
from me.
too much cinematic and not near enough focus on the gameplay. I've always thought the gameplay was just really dull and boring in Assassin's Creed. But Syndicate, like setting-wise, is one of the ones that interest me the most, and those two characters seem cool.
Onward.
But Assassin's Creed has always seemed like style over substance to me. But to be fair, I didn't play like Origins or some of the older ones, the newer ones.
Which one did you try again?
Assassin's Creed 2.
Mercenary. This can't be good.
Yeah, I know a lot of people think that's their favorite. And I had to do a history paper on it or something this year, so like I just
You're
did it this
chasing
year
your own
too.
death,
And that
Mercenary.
game does not hold up.
Yeah.
Like in any way. Like story, voice acting, visuals, nothing holds up about that game.
I think following Ezio throughout his years was really fun, but going back to it starting isn't that.
Oh wait, I mean I completely get it at the time. There are plenty of games that are garbage that I enjoyed at the time, so I have nostalgia for it. I'm not begrudging anyone for it.
You are. Don't lie to them.
You are. You're all idiots actually.
Yeah.
And I love the concept of Assassin's Creed. I like the go into all these historical topics.
See, looking at this right now, I'm like, ugh, this doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed to me at all.
You really should have left me
But see,
alone.
this looks more appealing to me. Like I said in Origins, just because I feel like there's more going on.
Definitely still interested in it. It just doesn't feel
Loot.
like Assassin's
That
Creed.
looked like the exact like God of War like font and like just layout and everything.
This is actually the new God of War game.
God of War Odyssey.
Yeah.
You go back to
Honestly,
Greece.
all of these games, like these like third-person action games, especially sword fighting, take notes from God of War, please.
Yeah. Think about The Witcher with God of War combat.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That would be perfect.
I mean, God of War was already kind of like The Witcher. So.
I mean, but that if you had that open world,
was
yeah,
right.
it's
Spartans had made
absurdly big
themselves
as The
right
Witcher.
at home.
Oh boy.
Dude, this is it's getting long.
Boys, I'm tired.
I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with
Hopefully food will wake me up for some.
Should I talk about this, Derby?
The mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
The models look
It
pretty.
said something about paying me handsomely.
I feel like the
mercenaries
voices are off, but I don't know if it's just the
Athenians
stream.
have enslaved
Yeah.
our people for too long.
It's probably
Help
the
us
stream
free
for-
Mykonos
you mean
from
like
their
off from their
grasp,
lips?
and
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
have
it's probably
more
the stream.
drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of our rebellion to you and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault. but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle.
So
If
I
your
imagine
heart
what's
the
gonna happen is gonna
warrior
end when I do
killer
the one
says
more
so.
thing.
We'll grind these Athenians into dust.
That seems likely.
Splinter Cell, one more thing, or
All
this
right,
will
Spartan.
be
I'll fight with you. But Diocles
Will's
is
version of
mine.
my Fable thing,
battle
where he's
then.
expecting it the whole conference and it
Dude.
never happens.
If Walmart came to the rage of just cause and
If
all
we
these
get
other
there,
games
we're not-
and got Splinter Cell
Splinter
wrong,
Cell is the only one that was not.
I think it's happening no matter what.
Whoa,
but
look at this.
I guess there's a chance it's not far enough along to be here.
Yeah, it's not like Assassin's Creed.
Not one bit. So he doesn't. I mean, this person doesn't even have hidden blades. Can we point that out?
You're not a very good assassin. You kind of just run out and like stab people in the streets.
It's clearly just a Spartan warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me kind of sad. I have a friend who's like the biggest Assassin's Creed fan. I don't know what he's thinking.
I see a lot of positive stuff on Twitter at the moment.
I mean, yeah, again, I don't think this looks bad. I'm just saddened that it's
Like
taking...
not a bad game, just not Assassin's Creed.
It's taking the Assassin's Creed name. Which, admittedly, is also what I thought of Assassin's Creed 4, though.
ends today.
That was amazing.
The Eagle's back.
Ship battles. Love.
Just put the skull and bones mechanic into this game, and for the battles.
What if Skull and Bones is actually a trick and it's just a demo for the boat battles in this game?
That's fine. Cool. You have to download like both games, and just whenever you get in the mode, you just switch to skull.
Oh my. They show like a Minotaur monster thing, it looks like.
Throw realism out the window. Who needs it?
October 5th.
It's always about...
Oh, I was right. 2018.
Assassin's Creed always has supernatural.
See, we are back to the yearly. No, we did this. Oh, okay, no, this there. I thought it was
This
just
is their,
dancing.
this is their ending, it looks like.
Wait, was it October 5th?
Yeah.
But one more spoiler cell.
They gotta have the...
Hi everyone, and thank you
But
for
they don't
joining
got it. I
us.
thought Microsoft had
And
to have
thanks
Fable.
to everyone watching from
I'm
home.
gonna cry.
To our teams,
is my
it's
Superman
an
moment.
honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show. I am good. I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers, because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great E3. Thank you very much.
Don't do this to me.
I don't know, Will.
Dang, it's over.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't believe that happened.
So, I guess they technically only announced 2 games, am I right? Trials and I'm gonna count Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, because
That's not their fault.
They're not showing any trailers or
Right into
anything.
it.
Yeah, that was it.
We're going to show live
Okay.
gameplay of the Division 2.
So, let's-
I have with me Matthias Carlson. Matthias Carlson, right?
Oh, yeah,
Matthias Carlson, yes.
And Christian Panner, game director and producer, respectively. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
Yeah, you
Super
excited?
excited, yeah.
Amazing. Well,
Make
congrats
sure you
on
cut
the
the desktop audio off, yeah. There you go. Okay, and turn on this.
Yep. Cool.
Make us big. Okay.
Alright, hi, everyone can hear us. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to the Nerds at Large Reacts for Ubisoft's 2018 E3 press conference. I'm Darby Hallman.
I am Jeff Mayo.
I'm sadly Will Outlaw.
You're sad that you're Will Outlaw?
I'm sad because I was so
I mean, you could be
excited.
someone. Do you want to be Yves Guillemot?
No, I'm mad at him.
Okay.
I want to be Sam Fisher.
All right, I'll just refer to you as Sam Fisher for the rest of the podcast and make you even sadder. All right, so just from a broad standpoint, I know we're all tired, and that's going to kind of color some of our feelings. But what do you feel about this conference?
I felt it was fine overall. You could maybe argue it went a little long because they went into every game, which, not necessarily a bad thing. They gave all the games their due, and none of it was really obnoxious or bad that I can think of.
No, you didn't have the cringy droning on with stuff like you had in some of the other conferences. You didn't have the Command and Conquer EA thing.
Yeah.
It really every game, it felt like this is for someone and someone's really enjoying all this. Just from a completely personal standpoint, there was really nothing in here that was for me, and there was very little of this that interests me personally.
Mm-hmm.
So that made the hour and a half kind of long.
I will say that I'm more interested in the game shown here than the other third parties that we've covered.
No, I still agree. I think this is the second best conference still so far under Microsoft. And what was shown, that was an awesome showing of the Division. I think those trailers were really, really cool. A little bit too much time and For Honor, but I think what they showed looked cool. The Skull and Bones, it was a very deep
Also
thing.
very long, yeah.
Also very long, but also interesting. I think for people who are interested in this, I think we know a little bit more. I think everyone kind of knows what to expect with Skull and Bones now. So I think the speculation can stop. If you're interested in it, keep on the hype train. If you're not, I think you're good to leave now, and I think that's fine. That's why, really, I can't think of anything wrong. I don't know why I'm still have that. I can't think of anything wrong with this conference.
Yeah, just want to go and run down it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, they opened with Just Dance 2019, which is coming in October.
And good for them getting that out of the way.
Yeah. Had a fun little intro thing.
I think they're getting better with that because
Yeah.
they know that no one's really excited about it who's watching E3, but they know they have to do it. Just do it to intro the conference,
Yeah.
and I think that was a cool way of doing that.
Yep. And then they went into Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Which looks amazing.
Yeah, that's another great cinematic trailer with that reveal at the end, and then they had some little...
I mean, it looks like a movie. But honestly, every one of these cinematic trailers in Ubisoft's conference looks amazing. So I don't know if that's actually cinematics in the game.
We saw some pre-alpha gameplay, and that looked pretty good.
Yeah,
but it's early gameplay, so
I want to see that on a full screen since it was so backed up.
Yeah.
I want to see a little more, but it looks good. I don't know what that game's about at all. I never played the first one, but it looks fun. So
based on, I guess full disclosure, I'm playing it right now. I'm over halfway done, so based on what I play, I can't tell exactly what it's about. There might be some revelations revolving around Jade and her past and family and the rest of the game that makes this whole thing make more sense.
Yeah, because this is a prequel.
This is a prequel. That's why I was shocked to see Jade, and apparently it's still a prequel, and Jade's the bad guy.
Did they say that?
That's the way they did, because the whole ship was crashing and they had the people coming.
Yeah,
that was Jade with a bloody sword.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting to me. It makes me want to finish the first game.
Yeah, maybe.
I am very excited for the 2.
Yeah, so as someone who has now played half of it, this looks like what you want. Was the original one that open? Because when you see this pre-alpha thing, it looked like this whole world they're flying through. It looks very.
It's kind of open. It has a much smaller space, but it's kind of based on what I've seen. Of 2 and what I've seen in 1, that's what they want to go for, but because this was made in 2003, there's only so much they could really do with it, but this looks like their vision for it, for sure.
Yeah.
And as I'm playing the game's opening more with the world and what I can do with ships and everything.
That's cool. The world looks like kind of some weird cross between Star Wars and almost Blade Runner in a way, like a happier Blade Runner, but it's an interesting looking world to me.
Yeah, and they announced that whole music, whatever art thing.
Yeah, record with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep.
Yeah, they were they said Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think we all just jumped on that. What?
I think that might be the first real celebrity to.
And then we got another one later.
Yeah.
So, you guys ready to move on?
Yeah, I mean,
game of the show for me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Rainbow Six Siege. I forgot what they showed for that. Was it
just like DLC and Pro League stuff?
Documentary.
Yeah.
Okay. Trials Rising, which I guess was a new game announcement.
Yeah.
February as well.
Coming to everything, including Switch. I think Switch is a very good place for it.
Yep, it should do well on Switch. Looks fine. Looks like Trials.
Yeah, it looks like a fun Trials game.
Yeah, they introduced it well.
Yeah.
Made it
fun little thing.
And a big boy slipped.
Big boy slipped. And next, Division 2 got a good bit of stuff out of that.
Phenomenal trailer.
Yep.
Like, that one-shot trailer, I think, was really, really, really
talking about the long-term plan and the fact it's like all free DLC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they addressed a lot of the problems that people had with the first one, which was smart.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I don't think I'll get Division, but I do think this was like the best way they could have presented it. I think it was done really well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sure people are excited for Division.
Yep, and that was just one of those times that hit me like, Ubisoft's really good at cinematic trailers.
They are very good. Like, I wonder if they just have a department that's like, this is your job, is to make these like short films, basically about every game that we're announcing.
Mm-hmm. And next, we had Mario plus Rabbids, the Donkey Kong DLC. We got a release date for June 26th, only 2 weeks. I am hyped. And they had the little Grant Kirkhope, whatever.
Wait, what?
I'm tired of my
Is it the
words.
band? Is that what we're trying to talk
Grant
about?
Kirkhope, the guy who composed the music, went out there with a band. I think it also had the guitarist from Alice Cooper in there. Playing...
Because why not?
Yeah, Donkey Kong Music 2, the trailer.
Yes.
See, but that's what you should have done with Andrew WK.
It was dope.
Oh,
that was really, really cool.
Trailer is
really
cool,
cool,
and
really
I think it showed off what's different from this DLC for the regular game that people are excited who may not have seen the preview stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Rabbids Cranky Kong, come on, man.
It's funny. And that quick turnaround is really good, so you don't have to wait long for it. You can see that, get hyped, get it very, very soon.
I will be getting that pretty quickly. Then we got to Skull and Bones, which is coming out next year.
Which, yeah, like we were saying, it was a long reveal, but I think they needed that because no one really... I mean, people had ideas of what it was from last year, but they hadn't commented on it since then.
Right,
that I know
and
of, so.
people, I think, had expectations that were not going to be met because it's just not the type of game it is. And for what it is, I think the mechanics, it looks like there's a lot of deep mechanics there. And it looks like something that people, a certain community is going to get very into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I think there's going to be a lot. I just think there's going to be a lot of stuff online, like bashing this game when I don't think it necessarily deserves that. I think it's just not for you. Like, because
fair.
I mean, they're wrong. I would much rather have like a RPG in this setting. I would much rather have that. But I just think the fact that
I mean, there could be more. I imagine there's gonna be another E3 with this. I imagine it's gonna be like.
Yeah, but I just don't think we're gonna. I don't think I think this is the game, and I think that people are still gonna think. Oh, they're gonna add it in or something. At this point, it's like if they add it in, it's gonna be a half-assed thing. I mean, I just don't think that's what this game is.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Transference with Elijah Wood.
Very like creepy game that is also in PSVR.
Yeah, it's for VR and pretty much all the consoles on Xbox One and stuff. It can be played regularly, but obviously you can play it in VR.
Some like Resident Evil 7/PT vibes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like a very creepy horror game. Definitely seems like the VR experience would be very good.
I'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Coming very soon.
Think it might be too spoopy for me.
Yep, this fall we hear about it. Next thing, man, we're going through this fast, man.
Because we're tired and hungry.
Yeah.
Like we gotta get rejuvenated for Sony because Sony's big.
Well, and I guess we've kind of mentioned there's not too many things we're completely invested
That's
in.
honestly for us. I don't think there was a whole.
And the most thing I'm invested in is Beyond Good and Evil, and that's a game I'm playing right now. Yeah. And don't want to bore people with all that talk. Starlink had a showing, hey, toys are still in. It comes out October 16th, and a surprising crossover with Star Fox.
Yes.
And Shigeru Miyamoto came out.
So, more Ubisoft and Nintendo.
I was hoping there'd be something else.
Yeah. I wish it was something a little bigger, but at least they're keeping that alive.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good thing to show, hey, they're still doing this. They're still planning on doing this. Because I imagine, especially from Ubisoft's side, or both sides, honestly, they want to see how Mario plus Rabbids went before maybe agreeing to something else.
It's not even been a year since that came out. You know,
or at least more production. I mean, it's a long-term thing, but I can imagine maybe next E3 or sometime within the next year we get another game like crossover. Like
I can see next E3, if not before. You'll get some announcement of something, whether it's Rabbids 2, Mario plus Rabbids 2, or something else. But I think this is genius from the perspective of Starlink.
Yeah.
Like, this suddenly goes from this little game, little Toys of Life game that no one cares about, to you have all these Nintendo nerds buying your game just to get Star Fox.
And it's smart from Nintendo's side to do it because, again, it builds a relationship with Ubisoft. And it makes people who are going to buy Starlink but have multiple systems make Switch the one they do it for.
Yeah. And I think Star Fox is about to be that hot stuff because we're getting the Grand Prix announcement tomorrow.
No, we're not.
Certain.
I want it.
It seems kind of clear that we are.
It seemed clear we were getting a Splinter Cell announcement, too.
It seemed clear we were getting Fable, too. So we are just brothers in disappointment.
To add to this disappointment, I mean, I thought Kingdom Hearts was going to come this year, so we're all disappointed for different reasons.
Yeah, at least you got to see it.
I've been waiting for years, man.
Neither of our things have even been confirmed as games. So,
Okay, moving on. They talked about For Honor Marching Fire, a new expansion that's coming out October 16th. And the new mode Breach.
For Honor, it's for the people, like, I don't think it's for, I don't know how big the For Honor audience is, honestly, at this point. It's always bigger than I think it is, but, I mean, cool.
They did spend a little too long on a game that's already been released, I think.
Yeah.
And for it just being DLC, the amount of time they spent on it, you would have thought it was For Honor 2. But it was the fact that it was just the DLC.
Yeah.
Full cinematic trailer and everything for this.
With like this crazy with the music and like the angelic light. I'm like, this is just. I mean, like, I feel like when you look at Ubisoft, everything feels like a bigger deal than it is.
Yeah,
which is kind of funny.
Let's see. Next we got The Crew 2.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's a racing game.
I think they said coming out in June 29th, that thing?
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
So,
very soon.
That's cool.
That is,
same day as the Dancing King, right?
Super soon.
Same week. It's a couple days later. Let's see. And
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yes, Super Mario Odyssey was there. Now, final game they showed, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which technically was supposed to be an announcement, so it should have been a bigger deal than it was.
That is kind of sad.
It is.
This would have been a better conference.
But has there ever been an Assassin's Creed game that wasn't leaked before?
Yeah, part of me with the ending was like, really? They ended it on Assassin's Creed Odyssey? And like, oh wait, it was supposed to be announced there.
That was supposed to be a surprise.
That was supposed to be its announcement.
It made it really close too. For
the
being
damn
honest.
keychain. This is like the closest they've ever made it.
It was like 4 days.
They've never been this close.
But they coming out October 5th, and they added a character select thing,
which is cool.
Yeah. Boy, girl.
Dialogue options and everything.
Dialogue tree.
And Will was saying during it, Will was the really only one of us that cares about Assassin's Creed, but you were a little disappointed in how not Assassin's Creed it looks, right?
I mean, I think it definitely looks like a good game, like we were saying, but it does not look like Assassin's Creed much at all. I mean, if you watch the trailer, she's just like barging in with her swords, her daggers, and a shield. Like, there's no hidden blades. There was no stealth section.
It looks like more what you expect from a Greece like Spartan game than an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, so I think they've kind of hijacked the Assassin's Creed name just to tell historical stories, which is like, all right, cool, but I liked Assassin's Creed the way it was before.
Then the whole thing like, you're not really an assassin anymore in any of this.
Yeah, it's so. I feel like that series has morphed into that, but at the same time, there's so many of them. It might have needed to. I mean, for at least a lot of people, you might want it to stay, but like maybe if it did, people would be tired of it. And people did get tired of Assassin's Creed,
clearly,
to the point where they had to take.
Although there were other things, like Unity just was like broken, but
Which, I mean, I am like somewhat surprised to see them right back on the 1 year cycle after like taking the break for Odyssey, but also at the same time, like, it's a really hard sell to tell investors, you know how you used to get a game every single year? Oh, we're going to stop doing that and you're going to make like half as much money. It's like, that's a hard sell. That is a hard sell. And like, I feel like Origins was a necessity just to brand realignment.
Yeah.
Although it could still not be a completely yearly thing, because obviously they were working on this 3 years ago. So,
Right.
so maybe, I mean,
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe it's only 2 teams or something now, so that is every couple years. They have 2 in a row and then a couple years off. Or something.
Yeah, this game might have had nothing to do with Origins and
Yeah.
none of the same people. It might have been a completely different team. It's hard to, like the Assassin's Creed game, it's hard to know exactly who's working on it. It's kind of just...
I mean, if they're making an old game, it's gotta be mostly different people, other than like once Origins was done, some people went to help fine-tune things for this game.
Yeah, I'm sure like some were reallocated, but this game obviously was worked on at the same time Origins was.
Yeah. So that's the conference, I guess. How we feel overall? I guess something else for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Uncle Paige.
Go for it. We have time for you.
No, not very much. I feel like the way they said things, there are more characters in there. People who played the game recognize that.
You don't know yet.
Yeah, I may not know yet, or did not recognize because of the difference in art style.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want most out of this game?
I'm liking what they're seeing. I'm interested to see how they do the whole exploring the universe thing, because we've seen a lot of stuff in space. I want to see how exactly they tackle that and all the, I guess going to different planets and everything.
Yeah.
And combat, and see how they do with all the exploring. And I think they don't make it clear, and they might have said here, I can't remember. I think you're creating a character, the character you play as.
Okay.
So I want to see how they factor in that, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah.
So a lot of questions, but also this game's far away.
It is very far away.
I'm happy they did show a little more though, just get a little more, and they've been doing a good job just kind of updating.
So you play as that girl in the first one?
Yeah, yes.
Is she voice acted and stuff?
Yes, she is voice acted. That is the only playable character, at least from I played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, actually, we should probably mention that Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you can choose between male and female protagonists.
Didn't mention that. I got you.
But we didn't go into it very much.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, does that feel like something that makes sense for you? Like, you played the other Assassin's Creed games. Is that something cool? Or are you worried about that taking away from some of the narrative since they're...
No, I mean, I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. I really enjoyed the way they did that in Syndicate, because they were like 2 unique characters that you played as. You could switch between them basically at any point.
Yeah.
But they had specific missions and stuff, whereas this almost seems like a step back in that it's like you just choose your character and nothing really else changes.
Yeah.
So
it might add some replay value depending on what they do with it, because the way they made it sound, it's 2 different characters and not just the same character gender swapped.
Oh, okay. Well,
like,
that would
that's
make
what
sense
I'm
then,
wondering if the other one will be in the story. Like, I'm wondering if you choose the girl, the guy.
That's why I kept thinking when we kept seeing the girls, like, okay, it's the guy gonna pop up, and they kind of make it obvious that this is the guy character.
I can see that still being.
See, if that's the case, then that's cool. But if it's just you get to choose your gender, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I kind of hope it's to some degree 2 different stories, like 2 different experiences, in at least in certain key ways, so that it feels like it's not just remapped on that. Because that was another weird thing. Like, I remember playing Fable 3, and you could obviously choose male or female in there, and it was like so like kind of painfully obvious that the story was meant for a male character. So when you chose a female character, some of the animations and some of the story things just seemed off.
Yeah.
So I hope that's what I worry about. But that was also back in the day, I'm sure, with something as big as Assassin's Creed.
Well, and speaking of that, in Syndicate, the game I was saying where they have 2 different protagonists, the guy is like more brutal. He just uses his fists and stuff. He's much less of an assassin as Evie, the girl. So I wonder if maybe it's the same deal in this one, where you maybe have more stealth sections with the guy. Or something like that. I don't know.
I would expect it, because they did show a good bit for both characters. Though, like at the end, they focused more on the girl when they had the actual gameplay. But when they were showing the trailers of the guys, it looked the same thing we saw with the girls, but trailer.
Yeah.
So okay, so how do you guys feel about the conference overall?
Again, I can't say it's like I wasn't interested in it, to be honest, but I can't say it was bad.
I was the most engaged during this one, I feel like, besides Microsoft.
Yeah, I think it's things that, yes, it didn't have as much stuff for us in all of them. Though, surprisingly, I got 3 games I'm interested in this, so.
Yes. Yeah.
Transference, Mario plus Rabbids, and Beyond Good and Evil. But, yeah, I think they did a good job showing these games off. You could argue it went a little long just because they showed off everything.
Yeah, but even like this wasn't the same type of it went long as EA or Bethesda, because like this went long, but they didn't really have a lull. They just showed a lot of every game.
They were showing gameplay, which is important.
Like Bethesda went long and EA went long because they just talked and did a bunch of BS. This was like there was not many times where they weren't showing more gameplay.
And when they talked, it wasn't as annoying or it pulled you out of it as much.
Right.
Which,
so it's a different type of went along. It's just like they focused a lot, which to a lot of people, and if I was like really interested in these games, I probably wouldn't even mention that it went along. I'd be like, I got to see so much of this. You know?
No, I mean, there are probably a good many people that are kind of like me that are only interested in like about 2 or 3 things because, again, Ubisoft's catalog is very diverse, and that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I think it was a good conference. I mean,
so
I definitely think.
What do you guys rate it since we've been doing that?
Are we rating number out of 10 for it?
Yeah, I talked to Will. I said maybe at the end of this we may re-rate some of them so we can have comparison now.
Okay. It's hard because I don't think there was many things wrong with it. And for like, I feel like Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are just rated differently than these because they only this is one studio.
Yeah.
They have one studio worth of games to talk about.
Yeah.
So for what they did,
they're on a curve.
Yeah,
third parties are on a curve, which is even worse for someone like Bethesda.
Does 8 out of 10 sound too high? 7.5.
I was gonna say 7. So
I was thinking 7 as well.
I would say the 7 to 7.5 range.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I mean, I do.
There was
think
also a lot of focus on DLC.
7.
I would say.
Yeah, there's some games in there we've seen. Well, actually, going back to the new game things, Division 2 counts. I wasn't giving that the credit as far as talking about for new games. That's big.
I mean, it's new, and it's new to E3. Even though we saw the other things, it's new to E3.
Yeah.
Like, if you consider just the entire E3 as like its first time.
And they showed different stuff for Division 2, unlike Square. So that's
yes.
At
least
I definitely feel better after this, after watching all the other third-party conferences, because they just did it so much better.
Yeah. And they didn't like reuse trailers that they did show at Microsoft or anything like that. So
yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Sounds good to me.
Nerds at Large official.
Nerds at Large official. Stamp it in. Lock
Good
it
job,
in.
Ubisoft. You're the only
only decent third-party conference.
All right, I need food and to wake up. I guess I need more caffeine.
Can't wait for Sony.
We're going to limp into Sony. Like I needed sleep last night and I did not get it. It's E3, baby.
You should take a nap. Got a couple hours.
All right, I'll take a nap on your couch, Will. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out all of our conference live streams, which there's not many of left.
We got Sony and Nintendo, which it might just be me during Nintendo.
We'll see. Just just a one-on-one intimate
time with Jeffy.
An intimate one-on-one session.
All that's on our Twitch channel, which is Nerds at Large Gaming, and you can see all of our past broadcasts on YouTube afterwards, and you can get all these post discussions on the Nerds at Large Gaming podcast audio feed. I think that's it.
Got to think about it.
All right,
we did it.
Thanks.
See y'all for Sony.
Yep.
Bye.